Hi, everyone. My name is Mariah Brown. I'm a mom and I'm a certified nurse midwife. I don't know if you don't know what that is. I'm a nurse practitioner that specializes in OBGYN. And we were just on a call with a bunch of other moms, and we were talking about the gift of health. You know, what I know is um, anyone who does not have their health has one dream, and that's to be healthy. And someone with their health is given the privilege of having many dreams. And we were talking about, as moms, what that looks like for us, for our children, for our own well-being, for how we spend our time. And we're all part of a revolution that's called the Healthy Living Revolution. It includes empowering families with convenient and affordable encapsulated plants. It includes free produce for children. It includes resources and empowerment to help people find free resources to exercise, recipe books, and a community of support where women can tap into like-minded community. And when I say like-minded, there's a lot of diversity, but like-minded in that we all believe that we deserve health, we deserve freedom, and we deserve to believe that we can go back to the fundamentals of food can be your medicine and medicine can be your food. And so what I can tell you for myself is being involved with the Healthy Living Revolution has gifted me freedom in my body. Lifetime of gastrointestinal pain went away. There's encapsulated plant powders called Juice Plus. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that something as simple as 30 plants in a capsule would have made that much difference, but poof, lifetime of gastrointestinal issues gone. I redefined my relationship with energy. I used to think that if you're going to go to the gym, or for me, if I'm going to do a 24-hour shift or attend a 2 or 3 day birth, I drink caffeine. And instead what I realized is if I just add extra plants, particularly encapsulated plants, it gives me sustained energy. So I would keep them in my pockets. This foundation made a difference for all 3 of my pregnancies. I've actually never taken a prenatal vitamin. I don't believe that what we need is extra isolated fragmented vitamins. What we need is quality food in our bodies. And my children are vibrant. I have 3 kids, 7 and younger, 3 beautiful pregnancies, 3 beautiful home births. None of my children have ever been on any medication. It's crazy when I see them in preschool and school, all the kids around them sniffling and coughing. And sure, my kids get colds. Sure, they'll spike a fever occasionally, but it's short-lived and we don't pass it amongst ourselves. And I think that a lot of that has to do with a healthy foundation, which is a plant-based diet. Yes, we eat meat. We're not vegans, but we flood our bodies with 50 additional plants every day. My children have done that in the womb through breast milk. And then with the plant powders, I would just mix in the powders with their baby food. So they've had all those plants in their body forever. The other piece I'm going to add in is the lifestyle and the community. I've been able to tap into a community that often believes in me more than I believe in myself. It's been a source of a personal development program, cleverly disguised as a franchise, where I get to really look at myself, look at how I communicate, how I put people in boxes, how I lead, and perpetually grow outside of that to become a better version of myself, which then means I get to show up as a better version of myself for my family. I was able to replace my nurse practitioner income and be home. So I work, but I work when I want, with whom I want, and when I want. I already said that. And where I want, because it's virtual. I have the opportunity to have a franchise in 25 different countries and be present to be there to pick my kids up for school and be at the ballet recitals because I choose to. So there's many other moms here, and I would love to hear from them. So Shalene, I know you're out at the lake. Let's see if your internet will work. I'm wondering if you would just be open to sharing your story as a mom. How has this journey of sharing plant powders and taking on a franchise and being part of this community impacted you personally and your family?
Hey, I can't see you guys. Can you see me or hear
Yeah,
me?
and I hear you too.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So, a couple years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I now know that I was struggling with what I consider a codependency addiction, and I was drinking a lot to cope through that. And I wasn't happy. I didn't know who I was. I really was struggling, and I decided to take a leap of faith and to make some healthy changes. And then when I made those healthy changes, a really easy solution was to join our Shred 10 program, which is a program of detoxification and rejuvenation, but it's also a program that is based on creating lifestyle changes and creating healthy habits. And so over the last couple of years, it really changed everything. And it changed everything for me in a way that my physical appearance changed. I lost a bunch of weight, and my skin is amazing, and my hair, my nails look amazing. And the other thing that changed for me, though, was there's this community. I call it our bubble, and it's our Juice Plus family. And I was surrounded by women that loved and supported me and held me up and held my dreams up, even when I didn't know what they were. And they still do. They still hold me accountable and talk to me about, what are my long-term goals versus my short-term commitments. And during this time, I also became a single mom. And so now I'm raising 3 boys by myself. And it's really amazing because we all help each other every day in ways that we can't even imagine. We pick up the phone for each other, and we have this foundation of our health. We have this foundation of, we don't have to take as many sick days. We don't have to feel bad in our bodies. Like, my body feels amazing. And I see it in my kids too, since having my kids on Juice Plus. I have one child who's on the spectrum, and he hasn't had any meltdowns, with dietary and all sorts of lovely changes that we've made, because it's not just one thing. It's wellness. It's putting everything together and holding that container and space for ourselves and doing it in community. And I have another son who had chronic sinus issues, and since putting him on Juice Plus and flooding his body with plants, it's like he didn't have to have all these surgeries, and he hasn't been on antibiotics. And this is real. This feels real for me, and it feels really amazing. And I'm really grateful to be here this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Shalene. Tamara, you are also a mama of 5. I'm wondering if you would be open to sharing. I'm going to spotlight you, and you can unmute yourself. Thank you for being present, and I would love to hear what you have to share.
Hi, good morning. Yes, I'd love to share. I'm actually out traveling as well, Shalene, and just really touched by what you had to say, because it was bringing me to a lot of thoughts around how this company has changed my life in so many positive ways, starting with the product itself. And again, I am the mother of 5 daughters, as you said, and the oldest of which who is in college. So when I started with Juice Plus, I had her on the child health study right away, because she was struggling with the dorm food and being able to eat the way she was accustomed to eating at home. I've been living my life with plant as medicine and food as medicine in our mentality for over 25 years now. And so that's why Juice Plus just made so much sense to me right away. And all of my girls know and live that way and have their whole lives. So it's been a huge boost for her there in college with having the Juice Plus. I mean, it was like a night and day shift for her. Clearer, it's really, really, really helped. So I'm so grateful for that. And then my youngest is 5 years old, and she's an extremely picky eater. And I mean, the child, I'm realizing, has a sugar addiction, because the only things that she wants to eat are the things that contain sugar, the breads, the spaghetti, the macaroni, the pizza, you know, not to mention any kind of sweet she can get her hands on. So, and it's hard to get her to eat lots of vegetables. But guess who chews Juice Plus capsules happily? And guess who loves the complete shake? So I make sure she gets that complete shake. And I know she's getting fiber. I know she's getting all these vitamins and minerals and nutrients, vital nutrients from plants every single day. So the peace of mind that that's brought me, any mom who might be hearing this who knows the agony of having a child that just won't eat, the peace of mind that has brought me is immeasurable. So, you know, and then we can go into my experience with becoming a distributor, because it's a product that I felt so good about. That's so much in alignment with who I am and what I bring to the world. I decided to become a distributor and fold it into my current business, which is curating healing experiences in nature for people. And I've just spent the last 9 days straight doing just that. And of course, sharing with everyone at the same time about Juice Plus and how it enhances a healthy lifestyle. When people are seeking to make this shift towards making their health a priority, Juice Plus is just a no-brainer as it coming in combination with that, because it enhances everything that you're already going to do in terms of your lifestyle changes. So I don't want to take the whole time, because I know there's lots of other moms on here, because I've got 4 other girls in between there that I could talk about with the whole family. Excuse, and there's a husband. There's a husband too, and he likes it too. So he's feeling great, and I noticed that he's not as moody since I got him on Juice Plus. So I'll put that plug in there.
Cheers, cheers to having no moodiness in the family. Thank you so much, Tamara. Julie, I see that you're on. I'm wondering if you would be open to sharing what your experience has been.
I would love to share. Thank you. I started Juice Plus in my late 20s. I just graduated PT school. I am a physical therapist of special needs. I was teaching snow skiing on the weekends. So I was traveling 2 or 3 hours every couple of days to go up and teach snow skiing. And so I was all over the place and not eating my best, I'm sure. And so I've been on the product for over 20 years. And because I'm on the product, I got my mom and dad on the product. They are in their late 70s and out traveling for 4 months at a time in their motorhome right now. But when I decided, so I've been healthy, they've been healthy, and I adopted a child at birth by myself 5 years ago. And so I know the power of Juice Plus, but I wasn't able to get that in my baby in the womb. So I matched up with her 5 weeks before she was born. And so I clipped the cord, brought her home, and ordered biodynamic formula from Denmark. And at 4 months of age, when I started feeding her solid foods, Juice Plus went right into those foods. And she's been on it ever since. And it's made such a difference in our lives. Just like Mariah said, she gets colds and fevers every once in a while, but never has she had green coming out of her nose. And she gets over it really fast. And she doesn't give it to me. I don't give it to her. We just get over it. And just, this is the foundation of our health, and we're not going to ever change it. And so about 1.5 years ago, I finally got smart and decided that the business needed to be a part of this. I need to share the education of this with as many people as possible and let them choose for their health and well-being. So that's our story.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. There's so much I could say about all these stories, but I also see that there's many moms, and so I'm going to move along and just really honor everyone that's sharing. Ashley, I see that you're there. Would you be open to sharing what your experience has been?
I would love to. Thank you so much. I love this organic mama power. We have each other's back. It's so beautiful. And I just want to start off the bat and say, if you're watching this recording and there's just this longing inside of you we all have that longing to belong, but this is a community that has your back. And look no further, jump in, the best is yet to come. And I heard about this 6 years ago. from my parents, and it made sense to me. I knew we weren't getting enough fruits and vegetables. My husband and I were newly married. We noticed more energy right away, sick less, over things quicker. And we knew we wanted to start a family. And a secret desire that I never really shared with anyone, because I didn't think it was a possibility, was to be a stay-at-home mom. So when I heard about this incredible product that is like hope for your health, and then that there was a business behind it that's like hope for your financial future, I jumped in. And I was able to not only use Juice Plus, like Mariah said, as my prenatal. They say it's safe from the womb to the tomb. Everyone can take it. I have 2 healthy Juice Plus baby boys, and they have, just like everybody's saying, been sick way less. It doesn't get spread around when they're hanging out with their little toddler friends. It goes around everyone else, and their immune system is strong because it's been since the womb. And my oldest one has experienced help with asthma and allergies, and that's amazing for a mom, because when your little is struggling to breathe, there's nothing you wouldn't do to help your baby. And to know that it can be done from a natural, organic way is huge. And my youngest, when he was born, about 3-4 months, he broke out with this horrible eczema. And I'm talking about, he would wake up and he would be bloody from itching. And again, your mama heart's just broken. And when he was 6 months old, he had gotten Juice Plus from the womb through nursing, but I opened up the capsules and I began to just feed it to him on his tongue. And it was within, I want to say, less than a month. It was a couple of weeks. And his skin completely cleared up. And there's just like those mama tears of gratitude and joy, and so grateful that someone cared enough to share this with me. And now I feel like, how can I not share this with other moms that are pulling their hair out, trying to get their kids to eat more fruits and vegetables, dealing with sickness and asthma and allergies and all of these things. And it's the simple answer. And moms, we can get it for free for our kids if they're ages 4 to college. And so that's why I jumped in both feet. And to kind of full circle the story, I'm able to be home with those 2 baby boys, and I don't have to miss one thing. I got to hear their first word. I got to see their first steps. I didn't have to hear about it from childcare. I chose mom care, and I chose soul care, to care enough for myself and to be present. And so it's just been a game changer for our health. It's been a game changer for our finances. So again, if you're thinking about it, jump in and say yes, because it's incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley. I'm aware of time, so I'm going to ask one more person, and that's Miss Missy. She's also a mom of 5. And then I'll close this up because I want to honor everyone's time that's here, present, and watching. Missy.
Yeah. All right. So, it's been really interesting for me. I think you've heard a lot about the nutrition that is provided by Juice Plus. And, for me, that was no exception either. I've struggled with an autoimmune disorder, so I saw my health improve. Similar to Ashley's story with her son, I have a daughter who at one point had eczema all over her body as an 18-year-old. And she finally listened to me when it got really bad. And she was like, okay, Mom, okay, I'll do that Shred 10 program. And so she did, and it's totally clear she doesn't have eczema anymore. And so, you see the health benefits. Those are kind of the no-brainers. But then the community, I think Shalene touched on it a little bit, that this community of women and of moms in particular, all of these moms that you've seen on this call, it is actually a non-competitive community where we really, really have each other's best interests in mind. And some of us stick around. Yes, maybe we do the business a little bit, but a lot of us stick around for the community because it is such a beautiful thing. And if you look at just this small group, this is just a little representation. And then there's so many of us. When you go to our conferences, it's like 8,000 warm hugs. It's just such a community with heart. And that begins with the founder, Jay Martin, who has been the same founder of this company since its inception. And he is a man of heart, and it just overflows into the community. And that's who's attracted to the healthy living revolution is really people who want better health, but they also want to tap into something bigger than themselves. And so, you know, for me, I have met other women and other moms through this community that I would never have met before. And I've created lifelong friendships, and we've become sisters. And so I know, you know, no matter what I need, if I called even the women I don't know very well, you know, Ashley and I kind of know each other, but we don't live in the same town. We don't see each other often, but I still know if I called her and I needed something, she would be there for me. And that is rare to find in this world. And so, you know, like Ashley said, if you're looking and you don't even maybe know what you're looking for, maybe it's better health, maybe it's more residual income, but maybe it's just a community of women that you can call, that you know will answer the phone. And so I love our Healthy Living Revolution community. I love this company, and I'm just honored and blessed to be a part of it. So thank you for asking me to share.
Aw, this has just been so fun. This was definitely not planned. It's been raw and organic and real. And so there's been a lot of things highlighted. I mean, obviously, we're all moms on a mission to change our own personal health, to empower the health of our children and our partners. And what I know is that when we have a healthy family, we are more likely to have a healthy community, which then means we have a healthier state and a healthier country and a healthier society and a healthier globe. And so this really is about impacting that. And part of it is the community piece, because we are longing for connectedness. We are longing to feel supported and heard and loved, and to feel as though we're doing something that really feeds and fuels other humans outside of ourselves. And, you know, for those, you know, maybe if as you're listening, you're like, oh my goodness, you're right. I do need better nutrition in my body. Awesome. The most researched nutritional supplement on the globe is available to you. It's convenient. It's affordable. It's called Juice Plus. Please go back to the person that invited you. Maybe you're longing for a source of residual income, a little bit of extra. An extra $500 a month can make a big difference for a lot of moms. And maybe you're looking for a way to be able to not clock in, clock out, be away from your kids, but instead feel as though you're doing something that adds to society and generates income, but doing it in your own time and in your own location so that you can be as present as you would like for your children and for your family. Just know that it's all there for you. There's no expectations. But if you find yourself just going, I haven't thought about that. Yes, that is something I'm looking for. Well, we have a community here. It's called the Healthy Living Revolution, and we're here to embrace you. Like Missy said, there's a franchise behind it. It's a unique business model that mixes franchising, direct selling, global networking, and corporate America. And guess what? The other thing that I just have to add is I am so grateful that right now I get dental insurance and vision and chiropractic and disability and long-term care and prescription drug and a health advocate. And if any of my children are in college, an extra $1,700 a year towards their college tuition. And the last thing is, you know, anyone can do this, right? Maybe all you want is to say yes. Oh, we hadn't even brought up the tower gardens. There's also an aeroponic growing system, so you can grow your own food. So maybe you just want to take control of your food chain. Awesome. Maybe you want to change the foundational health of your family. Awesome. And maybe you do say, wait a minute, for only $50 a year, I can potentially shift my financial reality and surround myself with this community. Awesome. We're here to meet you wherever you are. And maybe you say, this isn't for me, but I can think of my neighbor or my sister or my cousin that is longing for something like this. Whatever that may be, please just contact the person that invited you to listen to this. I thank you for holding space for our hearts and for our realness, and honor you as a mom, that you do the self-care and you show up as the best version of yourself on a daily basis, knowing that each morning we get to wake up and hire ourselves again. If yesterday maybe we didn't make the decisions that we're super proud of, knowing that we're always doing our best. So cheers to lots of fruits, vegetables, and berries in all of our bodies, hopefully vine ripened. Cheers to vitality, and cheers to the freedom to make choices when we have our health and dream and allow those dreams to expand. So with that, thank you.